Hello and welcome to the Entrepreneur Online Challenge 365 Days of Social Media. I'm Doyle Bueller and I'm going to be bringing you through 365 days of social media every day for a full year. We're going to be highlighting the key channels that you can be using for your business to decide which ones work for you, which ones don't work for you, where your audience is, where your audience is not. So we're going to be creating a whole wealth of new information as we build this database and as we sort of discover each of these social media challenges. And yes, we're going to be obviously talking about some of the well-known ones, the Facebooks, the Google Pluses, the Instagrams, all that kind of stuff. The important thing, though, is that there's a whole lot of other social channels out there that may be useful for your business. So we're going to tell you exactly which ones you should be using and which ones you should avoid. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your business and what you're doing. And this is one way to help you sort through all of that clutter, all that confusion of, hey, what should I be using? Or more importantly, where is my customer? I've always wanted to do one of these extended challenges to help entrepreneurs. And as our readers know, we also have our 23-day challenge where we walk you through each of the 7 frames of online success that we offer on a regular basis. It is fun and interesting, and as we go through some of the key principles that will actively help entrepreneurs with their business online in a quick and concise manner. This project is a lot bigger, much, much bigger. 365 days of writing a blog on social media and online business is the first major challenge to undertaking, right? Writing blogs online seems to be easy, but it really is far from that. Writing is a full-time job itself. It takes a lot of planning and preparation and, of course, good ideas. Now, I've seen a few of these types of things. 365 portraits in a year, 365 photos, 365 days of meat, 365 days of a stormtrooper which was actually quite a fun one, and many, many more. And while these are all good and fun, I've never actually seen one that has an outcome that everyone and you as an entrepreneur and a business leader can learn from, not just the person writing them or producing them, right? It's nice to see those pictures, but what's in it for me? What's in it for you? And that was the question that I wanted to ask, and that's why I produced this one. So I wanted this one to be different. I wanted to be able to highlight what exactly social media is about and how we engage and interact on it. So I came up with the idea for the 365 days of social media, which this challenge is about. Now, some of them could be more directed towards the entrepreneur themselves, such as posting 365 days to their own social media channels or something like this. However, I felt that this would be too easy for most, and really it is just an exercise in getting shit done, right? Anyone can post every day on Facebook if they really wanted to, even if they did it without any schedules. So I wanted to add a level of depth that we haven't seen before. So for the next full year, starting today, January 1st, 2014, I will be setting up a different social media channel every day. It can be a friendly network, a service, a commerce site, a forum, or whatever else is out there. The main criteria is that it must have the ability to create a personal profile to truly make it social. And not all of them are going to be like Facebook, so let's get that out of the way up front. They're going to be all over the map, and no, I'm not going to be setting up 364 fake profiles on Facebook. At the end of the day, we will have a much better map of the social media in regards to everything that is out there in the social media universe. The different types of channels, what their specialty is, and more importantly, how they will help you in your business specifically. We will then have some real data on what you can actually use for your online business or whether you should simply avoid that one. So where did the idea came from? Well, partly from my book, The Digital Delusion, but also from some of the initial ideas associated with the online conversation, as he calls it, specifically from Brian Solis and Jess 3 of the Conversation Prism. They created a number of channels that exist in the social media sphere and compiled it into a truly remarkable and brilliant graphic. And you can go to our website to see that. Or their website, which I'll have the link to you shortly. And I wanted to see how we can actually apply this in real life for entrepreneurs, right? A graphic is brilliant, but okay, tell me more. And that's sort of what got me started on this. Is there's not, yes, I can understand that they have a pretty logo and they're in this category or that category, that sort of thing. But what about it? right? Again, what's in it for me? Why do I care about all these different social media channels? How do I actually make them work as a business, as an entrepreneur? How do I make them work? Why should I care about all those? Yeah, there's a lot, but can I use them? And if not, well, guess what? I really couldn't care less. So I wanted to see how we could apply this in real life, as well as see what we can actually do with them. Take them out for a test drive. And you can see all the different versions, and you can download the different versions of this Conversation Prism. And there's a lot to see and a lot to really take a look at. And it actually is quite a brilliant graphic that you can actually see what is out there and how you can do it. But again, how does it actually apply to your business? You can actually download the Conversation Prism graphic at conversationprism.com, and you will be able to download it in different sizes as well. So that's basically what we wanted to do, was to take that information, and I did a quick look at it, and it's like, well, there's not quite 365 there. So maybe we can fill some more. So that's what we've been doing too, is filling a lot more of the blanks and giving us sort of a baseline to be able to work with, and a goal that says, look, we need to find 365 of these, which I think somewhat challenging, but definitely achievable. So it is more about connecting and communicating than just social media per se. But I guess that word, the most people can recognize, is in fact social media. I do like to change words that I don't always like, but this one is a bit too big even for me to change, at least at this point. And honestly, some of the sites that we're going to explore will simply not be social media, but possibly apps, websites, and other mechanisms that allow us to actually connect with everything else and everyone else. Are we going to find the magical new and improved Kevin Bacon number? Well, perhaps not. But I'm sure you will find some cool tidbits that relate to our connected online experience. And of course, as well as the Bacon number, but that is another story. Now, most of us know that the internet is not just Facebook, but we will still get stuck sometimes on what else is out there when the 500-pound gorilla and the giant elephant keeps blocking the view. Right? We know most of us have to be there. We don't all have to be there. And that's what we're trying to teach you here and to show you. We will be adding more connecting, communication, and social media channels along the way, finding out which ones are no longer running. MySpace, Bebo, anyone? Finding some new gems and seeing what we can actually do with them, whether it is for business or, just for pleasure as well. That's important. Of course, there are going to be some small ones as well as the big ones that everyone knows about. I will intersperse the well-known ones throughout this process merely as a baseline. And we're also going to look at the other ones in other languages in other countries and regions around the world. We want to paint a full picture of what is being used by and for entrepreneurs and their audiences. Social media is everywhere. You don't need to be. That's the key ingredient here. So please join me in this upcoming adventure. You can sign up to register to get regular updates as well along the way. And yes, we will be publishing our list live as we get it developed and done. We'll also be publishing a database list of all the sites as we start to develop them. And you can go to the website, thedigitaldelusion.com/2 to find out more information on the actual sites that we'll be covering, the table of contents, where we're actually at in terms of the actual days, how to sign up to get notified of new social media channels that we're talking about and describing throughout the process as well. So what exactly is the Entrepreneur Online 365-Day Social Media Challenge? Well, every day for 365 days, starting January 1st, 2014, we will be researching, reviewing, reading, and writing about all the different social media channels that exist online. It is not just about social media, however. It is all about connecting and communicating with each other in the online environment. It is about the tools that we need to grow our own businesses. Every day we will be investigating a new specific avenue that allows us to join in the conversation, connect and communicate based on our interests, ideas, philosophies, attitudes, and behaviors. At the end of the year, you will have an amazing new and clear idea as to what the real online community really looks like and how you can make it work more effectively for your own audience and your own business. So thank you very much. I'm Doyle Bueller, looking forward to sharing this experience as we grow day by day by day. Thanks again, and we will see you online.